Okay, so today topic is new topic. It will be interesting. The concept name here is Unix shell scripting. It will be very easy and important in every interview. Okay, so first we'll see one program and how we can register this. First program will be like this. Like let's say there is a program. Okay, this history and all forgot about it. Definitely you need to maintain history. And then 1 second, yes, sorry. Okay, there are certain parameters we have to pass here. The parameters are here is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Definitely you need to pass all this. After that, if you want to pass any new parameter, then $5 onwards. See, there is a every parameter in front of that particular number. You need to pass here dollar here. So here also see dollar and flower bracket and then 0. 1, 2, 3, 4. So first 0 means first parameter is shell script name along with the path. So where you are keeping the file here. And then first one here is first parameter. It will give you the Oracle apps user and password. Oracle applications user is your operations welcome. And then application user ID from FND user and FND user name. Which request ID you are for your program, what is the request ID? And then if you want to pass any new parameter, you can go with the fifth parameter onwards only. For every concurrent program, 100 is the maximum number here. Maximum number is 100. That's a limit we can say. But right now only fifth parameter we are talking about. So hardly we will pass 10 or 20. No one will pass 100 parameters. So echo here is to print it. In Unix language, echo is for printing. Okay. Okay. Nothing else here. Only 2 points in this program. One point here is echo. Echo is like printing message. And other point here is first 4 parameters are required manually. If you want to pass any other new parameter, you have to pass here $5 onwards, $5, $6 like that. So this program we have to register first. Okay. So first let's save this in our own format. This is a program. Your client name, then the let's say first program it is. There's a problem. Every file extension is it will not allow TXT or something else. .dox, yes. The file always it will accept here is PROZ extension. The file extension for Unix program here is PROZ. You can open in Notepad or Notepad whatever it is. So take this file and then we have to keep it to server here. Connect to your application server by using WinSCP. Click on this and log in. Let's go 2 times or wherever application server is there that we have to identify. If you look at here, this Quora AS. AS means application server. There will be another server also available. That's a database server. Right now, Oracle application server. Oracle Vision. There are multiple file systems here. FS means file systems. FS1, EBS apps, then application. Which module you are going to keep? Let's say AB module. Then bin directory here. If it is Oracle report, we have to keep it into Oracle reports. This is the reports folder. For forms, you can see some other folder. Other folders are there here, like fetch, admin, log. These are all DBA people will touch all this. But in our case, like we are going with the folder here that is bin folder. Click on bin. In this bin folder, even while practicing with the conversions also, you kept control file into bin directory only, correct? So bin directory is for not only control files, for shell scripting also. Let me keep this file to this particular directory. Your file name here is this one. PROC is extension mandatory. On this, just drag and drop. Now, based on the date, we have to sort it. If you look at here, see, read write only. X also required. That's for executable. To execute this program, executable privilege is also required here. I'm just giving here 777. 777 is the number. So once you keep this particular file, we have to connect to putty here. See, there is a putty. It's a simple executable file. It's hardly like 472 KB. If you click on this, I already saved the session here like this. If you load here, see, apps.policy.com is the host name. Your host name is, if you click on this Internet Explorer also, you can see apps.policy.com. This is the host name here. The same host name I have given here. Then click on open. Then Apple MGR is the username password. So this is the, we connected to putty here. After that, we have to create a soft link here. There is a soft link. I already mentioned the steps here. Let's go with the notepad. So once you design this file, then you can upload this step by step I mentioned here. Upload the .proc file into bin folder of respective application tab and give necessary file permissions here. So file permissions we already gave here, correct? We have to select this program and go to properties, and then after that 777 we have to give here 777 privileges. We go through all the steps. Step 1 is design this program into Notepad, and step 2 is upload the PROC file, program file, Unix program file into server and give necessary file permissions. Now we went to putty. Go to putty, and there is a username here, application manager, APPLMGR. So we already logged in here. So straight away you can go to CD. I'll increase this. Two seconds. Somewhere you can see the font appearance on it. Yeah. Like this. Change directory, CD, then $AP top it is. Okay. Top means here, these are all the tops. If you look at here, this is called as a APPL top, application top. Under application top, you can see all the module tops here. That's AP top, the AR top, based on the module it is. Let's say it is FA, fixed assets, like that. There are around 280 plus modules are there. For every module, whatever you see the folder, that's called as a top. Okay. Top means what it is? It's a directory here, directory in the application server. So right now, this application top it is. Under this, there are various module tops are there. So AP top, 1200, then after that, bin directory it is. Into this only we kept a file here. Correct? Go to this notepad. So right now we went to AP top. Just enter simply. Now if you want to see here the present working directory, where exactly you are, the commands, these are all commands of Unix, pwd, present working directory. So it will give you the path where exactly you are. Okay. You are into Oracle Application Server, Oracle Vision, whatever you connected here. The entire path you can see here. So it is a command oriented and this is a GUI based. It's clearly visible where exactly you are in. But here it's a command oriented. Both are same only, correct? Purpose is same. But here it is a GUI based WinACP and in this case put it is a command oriented. Still we are under the 12.0.0 only. But we have to go to bin directory also, correct? There is another point mentioned in this, that is cd bin. Here itself we can keep here ap top slash bin. Now what we can do cd bin, change directory. So you have to remember all this expansion of all this Unix commands, pwd, and then cd, change directory, present working directory, correct? Again, if you want to check where exactly you are in pwd, this is the way we can connect to this particular directory. I'll just decrease the font size this one second. I think it's okay. Want to change color also you can do. Change settings. Sorry. Let's see that. Somewhere you can see to change the color of this background, and you can manage that. So right now you are in this bin directory. Now what we have to do? We have to create a soft link here. To create a soft link, this is a syntax. ln -s. It's a case sensitive. We have to type here ln-s and then $fnd top bin fnd cp esr. So these are all standard syntaxes till here, and this is your program, and it's your file name. So whatever you kept here in the bin directory, this particular file without extension we have to give here. Okay. So the syntax you need to definitely remember. So we have to type here in the putty. That is ln hyphen small s and dollar fnd top slash fnd cpesr. Okay. fnd cpesr is the which will convert and will create a soft link for your program. It is. This bin also directly I am mentioning. Okay. Side arrow you can use to type it. LCPSR. Okay. Once you know the syntax, then you can copy paste also where it is. I'm just copying here. Provide some syntax issues in here. Right click and paste it and your program name. So this is our program name. Extension not required here. Okay. But it will not give you any message which is successful or not. This syntax. But here you can identify there is a short form it is. Refresh it. You can see somewhere similar to this. Can you see here there is a shortcut? This shortcut. Your program is here, PROG file, but here shortcut is created. If it is created shortcut means it has successfully created the soft link. Sometimes you may see error also here. Right now there are no error files. You can see red color here itself. So that means your syntax is not executed properly. This is also created here. If your system is having some trouble, like then it will create a soft link here with the error mark, red mark it is. Right now it is not needed. So this is the soft link is created. Okay. Now next we have to register this program as a concurrent program. This is the next step. Create a concurrent program. There's two more steps here. To create a concurrent program, there are certain steps we have to follow. Steps you can see somewhere. So these are all the steps. Regular, like how you restart your concurrent program. The first step here is executable. And the navigation here is concurrent program executable. And we have to access into a responsibility, that is system administrator. Hmm? నేను వేరే దాంట్లో అయినా జూమ్ మనకు వేరే ఐడి ఉంది కదా ఇంకొక ఐడి ఇది ఒక మెయిల్ ఐడి చెప్పండి ఎవరికైనా ఒక మెయిల్ ఐడి చెప్పండి ఎవరన్నా మెయిల్ ఐడి వాట్సాప్లో లింక్ పెడతారని అడుగుతాను ఎవరండి చెప్పండి ఎట్లా ఆలోచిస్తారు ఏ అనిల్ కుమార్ ఓకే 786 సో నీకు ఒక లింక్ వస్తుంది ఆ లింక్ గ్రూప్లో పెట్టేస్తుంది ఓకే So as we discussed, like we have to go to system administrator and then to create a executable concurrent program executable it is. Create executable name system administrator concurrent program and then executable. So for Unix program, straight away you have to select one method here, that is host. For PROG files, you have to take a host here. Then file name, which you moved already. So this is the file name somewhere mentioned here. Extension again here not required. Executable name, file name only will keep. It will be easy for us to track it. The module name here is pages. Same. All same only. Now the next here is second point here is that is concurrent program. Concurrent program definition we have to give here. You can just go to concurrent program definition. Shortcut. Then your module name. We have to go to parameters. The first parameter of your program here is we go up here. This is all we should not mention at all. Your soft link will create, it will check automatically. Okay, it will take care of all these parameters. The fifth parameter here is we can say that is own parameter. Your own parameter is $5. I'm mentioning here, let's say vendor name, your value set. Let's say I'm giving here value set it is. It's two-party characters and it's a mandatory parameter. So the checkbox we have to check here is required. So if you want to populate a default value for your parameter, there are certain default types. Let's say the type here is constant. Constant name here is let's say GE plastics. Save. Okay. Now take this program. The next one here is what it is. Next, we have to attach to request group. This is the third step here. Request group navigation here is security responsibility request. I think this you already done in RDF XML, correct? Same steps only. Parameter I already gave as a vendor name. So sequence is 1 year, but as per our Unix host program, the parameter is fifth only. It is $5. $5 is 543 to maintain an order we can use. Now take this program. Request group navigation is here. Security, responsibility, and then exact request group name for payables. Do you know that? All the codes and payables. Definitely you have to give this. So now next last point here is you need to go to, if you don't know the request group name, you can go to security responsibility define. We already attached a request group here. Straight away you can go to your responsibility and you can submit this. So this is the way we can register a Unix related concurrent program. It is. It's very easy. Submit another request. No. Check the vlog here. So these are all the parameters. As I mentioned in the file, just come here. First is shell script name along with the path. Okay. So this one here. Shell script name along with the path it is. So this is the shell script name. Along with the path means this path. So we only kept this particular file into your bin directory. Correct? Now next parameter is what it is. Oracle apps username and password. This sequence is mandatory, guys, to explain in interviews also. You have to remember now only. Oracle apps username and password. Now, how you connect it to Unix here while entering? Oracle application. It's application username. Okay. Apps and apps it is. An application user ID of your Oracle apps. So in FND user we can see. That is 1318. Application username. Operations user. These are all the information we can see into one single table. That is FND user where username is equivalent to your user, that is operations. So what is the user ID here? 1318. Can you just check whether it is correct or not in the output? 1318. Your system only deriving this. And username is, as I mentioned, operations. Your fourth one here is request ID. Request ID of your program, you can see this one, 7559223. Is that correctly printing? And your fifth parameter, what you passed here, whatever you passed, it is printed here. Okay. So overall, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 are the standard parameters. These are all happening because of your soft link here. This is the syntax of soft link. I'll revise again. The first step here is what it is. We need to prepare a program. In the program, echo, which is used to print into output. And then 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, these are all the standard parameters. It will be taken care by your Unix itself. If you want to pass any parameter, custom parameter, then $5 onwards you have to pass. Okay. And the file extension of this is we have to take, that is .proc is the file extension. And once you make ready this file, you have to move it to server into one directory, that is bin directory. Okay. Then this is the second step. Third step is what it is. Go to putty here. Again, I'm opening putty. Double click on this. Select. You have to load if you don't know what is our host name and all. Click on load here. You can see app.policy.com. Open. Username password is application manager UPPL MGR. Is the font again. Settings, appearance, change here. Password is APPL MGR. So once you log into this particular putty, then you have to go to this particular directory wherever you kept your file. If you kept your file in inventory, then you have to give a change directory $inv top. You have to write like this based on the module. Right now I kept into AP module, that is AP top. If you wanted to go to bin directory again, cd bin, to check all this where exactly you are in, that is PWD. And tell me the syntax ln soft link creation -s, then dollar foundation top, it is fnd top, like APR fnd also on top, it is fnd top /bin /fnd concurrent program cp esr syntax you have to remember, then program name. So once you prepare a soft link here, then go to application and follow certain steps here. One is executable concurrent program attached to your request to be one submit from a responsibility. Just hardly 4 steps it is. Clear? So if you are okay, then I'll take another example now. So that is this program we discussed. File for file copying, we'll see similar fashion it is. Just copy this. If you don't want to print into log, there is a slash here. So this is a commented portion. Whatever you are keeping here, these are all commented. So if it is a SQL, then usually we'll type like this, correct? For commented section. But in this case, it is hash. Hash is the commented area. Your program will not touch that portion, but still it will be there in that. First here. One second. Just locking this meeting, okay? Otherwise, it will create disturbance every time. So it looks lengthy, but it's very easy, okay? The first one here is come from here onwards. You are passing one data file name, okay? $5 onwards only. So 1, 2, 3, 4 we already discussed. Source directory. Where is your file located? That is called as a source directory. And the target directory where you want to keep. So this is just simply copying how your concurrent program will copy the file at runtime. Usually in the interfaces, conversions and all, your system must be automatically copy the files. Manual intervention is not required. So at that time, like this script is required for file copying only. Overall 3 custom parameters. One is file name, another one is source directory, then target directory. Clear? Now echo is for what it is, for printing only, for our understanding only. See, because of echo only we printed all this. Okay? Due to echo only we are able to see all this history. Clear? Just a log information it is. Now first echo arguments. Your file name, how we are passing is $. In earlier case, in earlier example, we passed as a numbers, right? Here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. But you can take name also. Okay, that is a name. data file name, source directory, target directory, like that. So by using echo, we are printing all the parameters which you are going to pass. So later you have to see the history, correct? The rest of the parameters, this in the previous program we already discussed. And this is a PWD, present working directory, but I commented here. If you want, you can keep like this. Okay. Then to copy a file from source directory to target directory, we have to use CP here. CP is for copying. So this syntax you have to follow: dollar, your parameter, slash, and your another parameter, slash, one more parameter. Same order you have to follow. Source directory, file name, target directory. Then this is where actually if condition required. If dollar question mark. So dollar question mark, what it will do is whether the previous program is success or not. Sometimes you may miss flower bracket, or sometimes you may give wrong data file name or wrong target directory, like that. If your previous statement, this one, previous statement is this one. If it is wrong, then at that time you have to maintain here. So dollar question mark, it will take the result of previous statement. If it is not equal to, hyphen NE means it is not equal to 0. Then echo entered into exception. If it is not equal to 0, then definitely there is an error. Okay, if it is other than 0, then that is good only. Exit 1 year. So we are exiting from this particular program. So I mentioned here clearly, exit 1 represent concurrent program status. So 1 for error. Here if you keep here 2, then that will be warning only. And instead of 1, if you keep 0, then your program will be, even if it is exception also, it has to complete a normal only. So you are indicating to your program while exiting whether it should end with here, end with warning at SRS window or error. Or if it is completed normal, if you want to end, then which command we have to use here? Exit and 0. If you want to terminate as a completed warning, like this, completed warning, then we have to use exit, then 2 it is. Just only 3 values. 1 for error, 2 for warning, and 0 for success. Clear? Then else, echo file successfully copied from source destination, and exit 0. 0 means what it is? Success. And if condition is started somewhere here. In Unix, actually, the keywords will be reversed. If it is for starting, and FI is for ending it. Start and end. So this portion is just to check the file is copied properly or not. If file is copied properly, then which command we have to use? 0. If something goes wrong, then exit it is 1. That's it. Compared to previous program, what additional things you have seen in this? One is CP syntax, another one is this one, dollar question mark. Any means what it is? Not equal to the, everything I mentioned here. See, minus any represent hyphen. It's called as a hyphen. Hyphen represents not equal. If you just go through all this like a newspaper, also you can understand. Okay, so your file is ready now. Same steps you have to follow, like how earlier you followed. First step is what it is. You need to keep the file into this particular directory. Here, copy this file. So I'm not sending anything. You better follow your own naming standards. Where is the file? Searching is difficult. This one, correct? Copy. Take this file. After copying, immediately I told you to set a privileges, that is read write privilege, that is 777. Manually also you can select all this. So once you move this file, the next step is putty you have to connect. Every time you need to connect all this. Like I already connected it. Simply ln-s $fnd top bin fnd cpsr and program it. That's it. If you give a right click, it will be out. It will be pasted automatically. Enter. Okay. Just verify your shortcut is created or not. Check. Just before created or old file it is. Old one, right? So it is not created, correct? Okay. Is there a difference syntax wise? So check line by line. It's already exists. ATM copy. If you try to create again and again, it will give you a soft link or simple link. Both are same it is. It's clearly saying it is there already. Refresh again. Yeah, it's there. Earlier we have not checked properly. Okay. Now third step here is go to executable. And first we have to change it to. Otherwise, you will take by default Oracle report. So you may miss it. Post. Next step. If you have a doubt, we go through these steps clearly mentioned in this PPT. Okay. After executable, next is concurrent program. Clear? Program. How many parameters we have in this? After four. After four, how many parameters? Let's check here. See, $567. These are all the parameters. Follow the sequence. Data file name first. We no need to put 567 sequence here. Sequence is just to maintain order. Value set. 240 characters only we have to take. Required. Parameter. Sixth one it is. Yes. So from where to where you are copying files. Very simple topic. Target directory. Make all mandatory parameters by using the checkbox that is required. If you want to hide parameters of SRS window, you can use this display. If you uncheck it, then user will not be able to see that. I'm unchecking right now. How it will be hidden. Again, I have to come back here. Okay. Take this program. Next step here is attached to your request visitors. So only two parameters it is showing. The other parameter which we unchecked, that will not appear over here. Correct? Go back and enable again. You have to make sure hidden or checked or unchecked. So which file name you would like to move, make a copy? Let's say this one. Okay. Any file. Let's say a record.csv along with the extension. Otherwise, you will not be able to identify. This is a file name. I just took random file, okay? And source directories. Right now, where is your file available? This one. Target directory. Where you want to keep this? Let's say one level above, somewhere here you have to keep. This directory. So bin, it is there here, it is a source, and without bin, that is a destination, target directory. Your system programmatically moving a file from one directory to other directory. Completely normal. You cannot see anything in this. So through echo, we can print into view log only this. Click on view log. Just check the history here. First arguments, your file name, whatever you have given in the output, I mean input here, this one. So it's there here. And source directory, you only given this. View details, if you click here. That's it. Source directory, target directory, and all other standard parameters and request ID. And there is a message here, copying the file from source directory to file successfully copied. These are all very exactly mentioned. You mentioned into this log button here. So that is because of echo. Okay, echo is which is used to print into log. Clear? And check file is copied or not. Refresh. Your file is there. So your file is there here as well as into bin also. It's there. It's file copy only, not moving. So for moving, we can use MV command instead of CV. Okay. Instead of CP. CP is for copy and MV is for moving. So as of now, how many Unix commands we typed in this class? One is pwd, if, and then fi, then echo, cp, mv, what else? Exit command, cd correct, cd change directly. These are all we'll use regularly. Some more commands will be added in the next example. Clear? Now we'll see the next example. That is SQL LDR, SQL loader. In supplier conversion, you already practiced, correct? You kept one file into bin directory as a CTL file, then restored as a program, everything. So here also same. Through Unix program, how you load the data into staging table. This is a third example. So till now, any doubts? It's easy only, right? Not easy. No doubts are not easy. No for what? Third example we'll see. Compared to cycles, all topics are easy only. Cycles are little confusing things. And in the initial phase, you may not understand all this. Now, what is the cycle? You can easily do it in 10 minutes, correct? And not even 10 minutes. Early also we can do. Third example it is. If you observe with the previous example, yes, see, your Oracle application username and password, application user ID, these are all we can get automatically. See, there is a standard keywords are there. If you keep dollar in front of it, it will give you automatically. There is a difference here. Correct. Your soft link created earlier, correct? Dollar user ID, dollar AOL means application object library. AOL user. And this is FCP request ID. So till here, till request ID, we don't need to touch much. It will take care automatically. So control file we have to copy. We have to mention here. And data file. For control file, data file is required to load. And archiving. Archiving means moving. So once you load that files, the files we should not keep into that particular directory. We have to keep it and load into other directories. That's called as a archiving. Okay. Archiving means moving files from one directory to other directory. The data file name it is. Here I mentioned data file path, but here it is data file name. Just recall, okay, don't get confused. In the supplier conversion, the first class, supplier conversion, we talked only how to load the data into staging tables, right? File to staging. Only one section we covered, correct? Your CSV file you loaded into staging table, correct? So staging table name where you kept, in which file? Correct, control file it is. So definitely we have to pass here control file as an input it is. And not only control file, we have to give here a CSV file that's called as a data file. But data file where it is located? System how it will identify at runtime. That's called as a data file path. So after loading, what you have to do, you should not keep the file into same directory. Okay, you have to keep somewhere. That's called as a yes, archive or actually I don't know how to spell it. So archive path. Okay. So overall 4 parameters you have to pass. So by using this, what you are going to do? You are loading the CSV file data into staging table. Earlier we have loaded manually in supplier conversion, but here we are loading through host program. So suddenly the file will come in the midnight. So who will be there in front of the system? Your system will take that file automatically and will load it. So these are all called as a batch jobs. This terminology will be useful to you. Batch jobs. Batch jobs means these are all scheduled programs. Okay. So are you okay with this? Example 3. So let's go. Okay. First one. Echoing means displaying. Okay. First CD I did manually here because I'm in front of laptop in the footy. Okay, but so in the script itself we have to mention that is called as a CD $AP top and bin. Okay. First, whatever you are passing the parameter or path, it must be exists. If something goes wrong, then it has to print exit 1 means what will be the status, guys? Error or warning? Warning or normal? You have to see, it's little confusing. That's why I'm questioning. Very good. This is why you have to remember. Okay. So dollar or -D means directory it is. So we are talking about directory, correct here? These are all called as directories. The directory file path which you are passing, it must be seen here. If not equal exclamation symbol, it is -d dollar path, then data path does not exist. If it is not equal, the path which you are passing that is not correct, then immediately it will go as a warning. It is warning or error? Error. Okay. And else the path is good only. That's called as a validated. If fi till here it is just to validate one parameter, that is data file path. And if I want to validate control file name or data file name, archive path, there are three more if conditions required. So just see, check now. If not equal -d dollar archive file path, then archive path does not exist, and exit one it is. Same, archive directory is validated. So for directory we have to use D. For file we have to use it is F. Okay. So one more if condition. This is for control file validation. Sometimes you may give wrongly also, right? That's why it has to check. System has to check. Now the next one is file name. Data file is missing. So overall 4 if conditions. So can you tell me what are 4? 2 directories, 2 files. Correct? So 2 directories, what are there? One is data file path, archive file path. And next is data file name, control file name. Overall 4. Okay. Now to execute SQL loader, earlier how you did, you went to application, then you went to like submit your request and all, right? But here through command prompt we are doing, that is called as a SQL LDR. SQL LDR is the shortcut to initiate a SQL loader program from backend, we can say. So that is user ID is $overall login, and control is we are giving here file name. Now here there is a case command. In SQL also case is there. Do you know that case functionality? Case decode. Have you heard about it? No. Case decode. Case is like if then else logic. If $red code in 0, success. Same only. We are again. Case is like if then else logic. So earlier multiple ifs right here. See. One if is for 1 and other if is for 0, like that. Instead of maintaining multiple if conditions, to simplify the code, what we have to do, we have to use the command that is case. Case is expression. It's not even function. It's an expression. Case $red code in 0. Red code is what it is. Return code it is. I mean to say here we are getting one code right here. This one. Red code. That's for request ID. If red code is equal to echo $? $? Purpose I already discussed. What is the use of $? Yes, previous syntax, not program. So previous syntax, whether it is correct or not, it will handle. So if red code, the value return code, if we get 0, then that's successful. 1 is so 2 is like warning, and 3 is for fatal error. So unknown error it is. We are not able to track. And star means it is unknown return code. Okay. Fatal error you will get it, but here unknown means simply it will straight away print as an unknown return code it is. And case we started here, and then to end it we can use E6. It is a reverse keywords all. Fi, if for Fi, like that. So till here is just two cases for comparison. Okay. And to move it, earlier I said right, instead of CP we have to use MV command. We are moving somewhere. Your program is also over. The steps are same like earlier. Okay. Again, I'll open the device. I think it looks confusion, right, for you? One time I'll show you the overall file and then we'll go for registration. Okay. The first thing we have to remember here is we are immediately connecting through putty by using, not manually, guys. Remember, automatic. Your system will connect automatically. So first CD change directory. Then there are 4 parameters we have to validate. 2 directories. Directories we can see as a D, and then files we can notify as a F. So 2 directories, 2 files we are validating. And the syntax here is SQL LDR username password. The result of previous statement, whether it is success or not, by using $? We can get, and its values we mentioned in the form of case. And finally, we'll not keep that particular file into the same directory, we'll move it. Here also, if red code is not equal to 3 and equal to 1, then exit 1. If you get 1 as a failure and 3 as a fatal error, then definitely we have to make it as a exit 1. It is 1 is means what it is, it's a failure, like that. Otherwise, we have to make it as a exit is 0. 0 for normal only. So this is the third example. With this example, we can load the data into staging table or any other tables. So first see the control file. We mentioned here control file. Syntax, you know, right? Load data in file, these are all correct. Let's see this table, whether it is having any data. Doesn't have any data. And what else we require? Control file. Control file is done, sorry. CSV file. This is a CSV file. It's already having some data. Okay. Open with Excel. Some data is right, some data is wrong. Okay. So I don't know the basic value. At least one line I would like to know. Okay. Now, what next? First is go to putty. Okay. File is ready and we haven't moved, right? As of now, move the file. Make sure this file is there here in the bin directory. I move this input file as well as control file. These 2 files, 777. If you don't mention as a 777, it will give error. It will not be able to identify the file. It will not be accessible. Take this program. Soft link creation is required. Just up arrow, change the name. Everything is there here. If you are working with a single module, no worry. Make sure the soft link is created or not. If it is not created, then your program will fail. Once you refresh it, you will be able to see. Okay. Two steps over. Now, third is registration. Executable. What's program? Parameters. Can we go like this? These four parameters. Okay. All 240 characters only. Required. Do not forget this. If you don't check, the system will fill it as an optional parameter. Again, it will give error. 240 char is there as well as characters. Okay. Now let's go to the control side. Control file name. Is it correct? Did we move this? No, right? We missed this file up here. See, do not forget the extension, okay? CTL. Data file path. Where is your data? In this only. An archive file path. See, this we made as an optional, but definitely you have to pass this. Bin I am not taking. Data file name. CSV file. It's not correct. Along with the extension. Any confusion in this? I think you know already because the description is also mentioned in this. Submit. We will check all the parameters and its descriptions. Your file is also validated. Executing the loader process, everything is done. Commit reached on how many records loaded. Let's see the table. Earlier it is not having data. Now the data is loaded. Okay. So your system is loaded the data by using a host program. Here, if you already practice supply conversion, it will be easy to understand. So overall, three examples. One sample example I given, and one more is copy. Another one is SQL loader. There are a few more here. Concurrent program submission. If you want to submit any program, From Unix, there is a conc sub utility is there. Conc sub. This we'll see in the next time. Okay. Just we have to give all the application username, password, concurrent program name, parameter name, arg ID. Very easy. Only syntax you have to follow. Conc sub. Better copy paste only the syntaxes. This we can practice on your own also. Fourth example. So I hope you understood the session today. Little interesting, right? Unix. I'll take another class after 15 minutes. Is that okay? Or you are done for today in listening? 2 p.m. also okay, you guys? 2 to 2:30. No? Sleeping time? Daily two classes తీసుకుంటే తొందరగా అయిపోతుంది సిలబస్ నా ఓకే మీకు జాబ్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ మాకంటే తప్పదు 3 o'clock అట్లీస్ట్ 3 క్లాస్ ఉంది కదా ఆల్రెడీ 2 to 3 ఓకేనా మరి రాగలరా ఎప్పుడైనా ఓకేనా ఆఫ్టర్ 10 minutes 2 to 3 ఓకేనా అందరూ అమ్మాయిలు అసలు చెప్పండి హాస్టల్కి వెళ్తే రాబోదు కదా నిద్రపోవాలనిపిస్తుంది 2 to 3 okay for everyone okay please come sharp because again 3 o'clock you have a class right we'll change the topic maybe XML publisher will take that is important topic right yes okay thank you